And Adam Schefter right here. And so obviously, we're at the Super Bowl and the winter meetings break out where we have the trade of Alex Smith and whatever that means with Kirk Cousins. You have been bursting at the seams all morning long. Go.
Well, what's fascinating about this is the type of trade that you would expect 1 month from now when the teams gather in Indianapolis for the Combine. Instead, we're in Minneapolis for the Super Bowl, and the biggest Super Bowl week trade ever gets agreed to. It cannot be processed until the first day of the league year on March 14th, which means somebody could always step in with a better offer, but you don't believe that Washington or KC would renege on this deal. What this trade does, Greeny, is it starts the Patrick Mahomes era in Kansas City. We all knew it was coming, but there it is. It starts the Alex Smith era in Washington. We all knew it was coming, and the man right there, Kirk Cousins, exiting the field and exiting Washington. He is done there. He is going to be an unrestricted free agent. The last time we've seen a healthy free agent in the prime of his career at the quarterback position is exactly never. Peyton Manning was a free agent with neck questions. Drew Brees was a free agent with shoulder questions. Kirk Cousins is free, healthy, available. He will get a ton of interest, and he has a real chance to become the highest paid player in the game, which Matt Ryan and Aaron Rodgers are sitting back and loving, because when they get a new deal this season, they're happy to see Kirk Cousins set the bar, only to see them surpass it later on.
All right, so let's take a look at some of the teams that have all the money in the world they could offer Kirk Cousins. Do you see one or two in here that feel the likeliest?
Well, the two teams at the top follow the money, Greeny. The Browns have the most cap room, $103 million. And if they were to go after Kirk Cousins and get him, that would free the Browns at the top of the draft to go pick the two best players, whoever they wanted, whether that was Saquon Barkley, Minkah Fitzpatrick, whoever they wanted. They get a quarterback through free agency and two players in the draft. Or the New York Jets with all that cap space. Don't forget the Jets have gone out this offseason and brought in Jeremy Bates as the offensive coordinator, a disciple of Mike Shanahan, very close to Kirk Cousins. Rick Dennison, run game coordinator, very close to Mike Shanahan. Lots of Shanahan connections, with Shanahan having direct pipeline to Kirk Cousins. That could help the Jets get involved in Kirk Cousins. But make no mistake, he's moving on from Washington. And when he does, if the Redskins don't spend in free agency, they'll get back the third-round draft pick and a compensatory draft pick in 2019, which means they will have traded the cornerback Kendall Fuller to Kansas City for Kirk Cousins. But the Chiefs love Kendall Fuller, and there are some people who believe Kendall Fuller was the best player on Washington's defense this past season.
The Chiefs make out extraordinarily well in this. As far as Washington is concerned, they give a lot of money to Alex Smith. As you talk to people around the league, and even our people here, was this a tremendous step backwards? Is it a step down from Kirk Cousins to Alex Smith?
Listen, the Redskins had dug themselves a hole at the quarterback position by franchising Cousins in back-to-back years. He had leverage that no other quarterback had. They had to dig themselves out. They did as good a job as they could do in this situation to get another quarterback who has comparable numbers to Alex Smith. You see the mirror images from the last three seasons. Almost identical numbers. Alex Smith played in a more potent offense this past year. But the biggest thing is Washington is out from under the Kirk Cousins contract situation that had hung over that franchise for the last 3 years, and it starts anew with Alex Smith on a 5-year contract.